Good morning, it's Graham Norris with EXP Realty and it's Coffee with Graham time. That's a good cup of coffee. Well, today it's Wednesday, the 27th of May, 2020, and I hope you're doing well. I'm looking forward to this afternoon with SpaceX launching 2 American astronauts from American soil again. After so many years, I'm going to watch that take off, and all very exciting. Yesterday I spoke about working with a seller and what I would do to get the home sold. I thought today I'd talk about what I do for a buyer and really illustrate it with a sale. In fact, the last sale I had, which was we actually closed in March, and this was a beautiful home, a historic home in the heart of Knoxville, on Jefferson Avenue, in fact. And it was a corner lot, a home that was over 100 years old, in fact. Now, how I found the buyers was the whole year before, I called a for sale by owner, and she invited me round to preview the property, and we struck it up, and she wanted to sell it herself, which was fine, and she did go on to sell that home herself. They did an excellent job, and they were looking to rent somewhere temporary before buying a home. I helped her a little bit in finding a rental home, and helped her look at a particular home downtown to advise her on the property, because I've dealt with a lot of properties downtown in the past with investors, and I'm an investor myself. I like to invest in properties and fix them up. So anyway, I hadn't heard from her for quite some time, and then this last November it was, I got a call from her, and she said that she wants to buy now, and they've seen a house they like, and would I help her in buying it. So that was a really pleasant surprise, because they're very good, very experienced in property themselves, with having sold their own property and things, but they wanted my help. So we went along and saw it, and they liked it very much. It was a fantastic historical home, barber home in fact, and full of architecture, solid wooden stairwell, and wooden hardwood floors, real hardwood floors, fantastic. And obviously because of its age, it needed a lot of work. A lot of things, of course, had needed updating. And it had been a duplex, and they wanted to turn it into multifamily. It was a complicated buy, and we looked at the price, and they were asking well over $200 for it, which I thought was way too much, considering the amount of work that needed doing to it to get it restored. And so we did some negotiation. We went backwards and forwards with the negotiation, and then finally agreed on a price and made it subject to inspections. Being historic, it would need at least $100,000 to restore it and make it livable. Kitchens, bathrooms, foundation, there were some foundation issues, roof issues, window issues, and of course sheetrock, electrical, and plumbing, all needed doing. So substantial amounts of work, and well over 2,000 square foot. So what we had to do is get numerous contractors in for each job and each project. So over the course of 3 months total, we had to get quotes in and get them to the lender where they could approve them to get this loan constructed. It's a type of loan to build in the purchase price and the rehab price, so there could be a draw for each project. They were, as I say, they were experienced. The The husband was a project manager and had done large jobs in the past. So he's going to do the general contracting himself, and we put in all the subcontractors to do all the work. It was amazing how many times we had to get, for instance, an electrical quote after we'd had the inspection done because it was knob and tube, which is old and needed replacing. And a lot of contractors out there, they just don't want to take on that size of a job and project because of the difficulty in knowing how much the job is going to cost. So very difficult to get a quote. What happened was there were a number of extensions as well on the project, and of course we had to keep going back to the sellers and get an extension on the contract. I think we went back about 5 times, which is absolutely incredible. In the end, the construction part of the loan collapsed. The lender didn't like the fact that the owners, the future owners, were the general contractor, and because of the appraisal of the property, there wouldn't be enough room to employ a general contractor because it would have gone over cost. So what happened in the end? My clients decided to just do a conventional loan and do the rehab over time. It would have been nice to get that restored up front and get all the work done up front. They were very happy with me because I had to go each time and unlock the house each and every time for the contractors. So it ended up about visiting the property over 30 times. So there's a lot of work to get that home sold. They gave me a very good review, which you can find on Zillow. That's some of the things that's very rewarding, is being able to help a couple and bring that, help them to fulfill a dream they had of purchasing a beautiful home. So that's some of the things that a real estate agent can bring to the table, as it were, is the support through a very difficult and long process. Buying a house isn't always easy. I mean, certainly a modern house, it can go like, a hot knife through butter. I mean, it can just be smooth as silk. I did have another one that was just like that. It was, I received a lead, contacted her, went to see a house, we put in an offer. It was turned down, so we went to see another house. She liked it, put in a loan application, and we closed within 30 days. I think I spoke to her about 2 or 3 times. I mean, it was really, really easy. But not all of them are like that, and it's very rewarding to help those who have the more difficult purchases, shall we say, and get a good result in the end. So if you're thinking of buying a home, I'd be delighted to assist you, whether it's easy or hard. It doesn't matter to me. What I want to do is help you get into the home that you want. So if you have any comments or any questions, just put them below. And do me a favor, click on that subscribe button and the bell, and click on like if you've liked this video. And I'll be delighted to assist you. Remember, my number is 865-405-7947. We'll talk to you soon.